It was most certainly a true act of bravery by Sanders Draper to make the decision to sacrifice himself. He showed that he was a hero, an everyday hero. He then allowed the students in the school to go on and live a full life, and for future generations to be inspired by his brave decision. We're eternally grateful for the sacrifice he made, and also for the important message that he sends. In terms of us living by his values, he continues to inspire us all to be the best we can be and to be everyday heroes.
An everyday hero to me is my mum, who despite having to shield during COVID-19 is always there for me and my sister.
An everyday hero to me would be someone who shows enthusiasm, compassion, integrity, perseverance and kindness.
An everyday hero is someone that spreads positivity and helps his peers a lot throughout the day.
An everyday hero is someone who has braveness and courage, and I feel like everybody should be inspired to be one.
An everyday hero to me is someone who's kind and goes out their way to help others.
For me, a hero is someone who is selfless, a genuinely good person, someone who puts their life in danger for someone else.
Sanders Draper is really inspirational to us here at Sanders School.
Hi everybody at Sanders School. To those of you whom I haven't already met, my name is Julia Lopez and I am the MP for Hornchurch and Upminster. I just wanted to say a big thank you for including me once a really special day for your school when we remember the tremendous sacrifice that was made by Sanders Draper back in 1943 when he put the lives of local school children well above his own. I think it's also a really important year for your school as you change your name back to Sanders Draper to remember that sacrifice, and you have the new house system where you think about a number of other people who have made huge contributions to the nation's safety and security. RAF Hornchurch played a really big role back in the war because of the fighters that it sent out to the Battle of Britain, and it's really exciting that as part of today's commemoration we will have the direct memories of a former pupil, Tom Fitch. I think it's very important for schools to have sewn into their history the memories of other pupils who have been through very difficult times, and Tom will have been through difficult times in the war, and you guys have been through very difficult times in the pandemic. I think it's really important that we remember get perspective from these kinds of events, and I just hope you're all really well and that you have a really good day today.
Well, the vague memory I have of the incident was it was a normal class. I couldn't tell you what the lesson was particularly, but all of a sudden there was like a buzzing sound, and the teacher just said to us, she said, "Get on the floor," and everybody got more or less duck down onto the floor, and because the next thing we heard was just a shatter and a bang and a clatter, and I'm afraid there was no holding the trick at that time. Everybody ran outside to see what the incident was, and the aircraft was upside down. It had an engine failure, and he tried to make it back to the airfield, which was only more or less one field away from the school at that particular time. It was a bit chaotic at the time, but all the children was ushered back into the class, you see. They weren't allowed out there to see what the incident, but I can remember looking across and seeing the ambulance. Well, he obviously made the right decision because he steered away from the school, but he finished up. He turned over and the back of the aircraft was against the wall. We had a plaque mounted on the wall. Some years later, what would have happened, I wouldn't have been here to tell my story. Because I was in the classroom. What would I say to him, well, I don't really know what to say under the circumstances. I've got a son and a daughter. My son is a microbiologist in the United States. He's been out there for 30 years. My daughter's standing next to you. And we have 3 grandchildren, yes I know that, and 2 great-grandchildren. None of them would have been here, would they? You know, if it had come in through the, as I say, it would have been a bit of a catastrophe, no doubt, you know, at that time.